Hey and welcome! My name's Lauren, and I'm the US Operations Manager at Corazon Inc. Chances are, you're watching this video because you either just booked a trip with me, or you're interested in building with us and want to learn more about the experience. No matter where you are in the process, I'm so glad you're here. My hope is that in the next few minutes, I can not only walk you through the house build process, but also answer some of the major questions that I get asked in the office. Corazon works in 7 different communities, 5 of which are located on the west side of Tijuana, about 20 minutes over the border, and 2 in Tecate. Each of the areas that we work in are very safe, so rest easy. Safety is our #1 priority, and we would never bring any of our teams into places that were unsafe. We communicate daily with our staff on the ground in these places to ensure that we are readily informed. We love when families join us, so don't leave your little ones behind. For children under 18 years old, we do require a parent to accompany the child or have a letter of permission written if the child is attending with another guardian. Whether you have no or little experience in construction, there will absolutely be something ready for you to work on and learn. The process of initially committing to a house build can be daunting. My hope is that through resources and materials provided on our site, we can help you navigate through the house build process. The first thing you can do is download our friendly Guide to Your House Build Experience packet. This guide provides everything that I'm about to go over. Not only that, but it has some great checklists for you to use so you won't miss anything. In our guide, you will find our construction application, located on pages 3 and 4. This construction application not only gives us information about your group, but also gives us important information about your trip logistics. Here are some things to consider. Corazon has 3 house build options that are available to your groups. We have house builds with bathrooms, and room additions. Be sure to check your applications for current pricing. Your job is to choose a project that fits your budget. Smaller projects are also available for groups with smaller budgets. Just call me for more information. The next step on the application will be to select a date. Our spring season runs from March to June, and our fall season runs from August to November. Select a date that works for your group, or call the office to see what dates are still available. Your date will not be finalized or saved until confirmed by Corazon. The next thing we want to do is decide what type of transportation you want. Depending on your group's budget, decide what type of transportation you guys need. Groups can select a car caravan where individuals are led by Corazon's staff and volunteers across the border in their personal vehicles. If you choose this option, remember that all drivers do need to purchase Mexican auto insurance for the day that you're in Mexico. Be sure to check your packet for the most current recommendations. You can choose to have us reserve a bus for you as well. Bus costs vary by location, so call our offices if you would like a quote. They are the most recommended way of transport as they get you an expedited lane exiting Mexico so you aren't waiting for hours in your car at the border crossing. The last thing you need to do is read and initial over the rest of the application and send it with a $1,000 deposit in the mail to our offices in Santa Ana. The deposit not only holds your spot on our calendar, but it also goes toward the overall cost of the trip. Now we can start thinking about who's coming with you. Every Corazon house build has a maximum capacity of 50 volunteers allowed on the build site. However, if you're having difficulty recruiting, contact our office, and we can help you supplement your trip with additional volunteers. Never let not having enough people who want to go be something that stops you from going. Raising funds can be a daunting task for anyone, but let me share a few practical steps of things to keep in mind. Know your deadlines. There are a few important deadlines that you need to keep in mind. First, Corazon requires that the remaining balance of funds is sent into our offices 30 days prior to the trip. Second, we require that you confirm the number of group members participating 14 days before the trip. In the event that you need additional volunteers, we need some time to locate individuals who want to help. Every few months leading up to your trip, we will send you an invoice, so you're aware of your current balance. Be sure to call the offices should you have any questions or need verification of project funds. Fundraising can come in many forms. We've seen some people split the cost of the trip and divide the costs by the number of people attending. We've also seen groups do bake sales, auctions, small events, and even send letters asking dear friends and family to help achieve their goal. Whatever you decide, be creative, and don't forget to follow up and share your experience with those who have donated financially. The next thing you want to do is ensure your group has valid U.S. passports. Passports are required to return to the United States, and Corazon requires all volunteers to have one. Some people may need some time to get their passports renewed, so the earlier you communicate this, the better. Global entry cards and Sentry passes are also acceptable documentation to cross the border. Encourage your group to sign up online. It's a really important and required step. The online profile not only lets us know you're coming, but it also doubles as your waiver of liability and your volunteer insurance. All people attending the trip need to have their own profile. That means kids too. We have step-by-step directions included in our guide that will help you navigate this process. A housewarming gift is a great way to welcome the family into their new home. Items can include things like bags of rice or beans, kitchen utensils, sets of dishes, pots, pans, comforter sets, blankets, or even small rugs. We ask that you don't bring any money. For transportation of your items, we recommend packing them in a trash can or cooler on wheels as it helps when crossing them at the border. It can also double as a usable item for the family. Be sure to call our offices should you have any questions. Our last document that you need to know about is our trip checklist. On it gives you a great list of items to bring as well as tools that can make your day the most successful it can be. It also includes what to wear and things to think about if you're driving or riding the bus. Don't miss out on this checklist, as it's very helpful to all individuals attending the trip. And finally, all you have to do is get excited. You have an incredible day to look forward to, and we know this day will be one that you never forget. Be sure to check out our Get Excited document to review a sample day of the trip. You can also get information on our website at www.corazon.org and learn more about what we do beyond our construction program. We are so excited to see you in Mexico. And remember, we're here to support you every step of the way. Don't hesitate to reach out to our offices should you have any questions about your house build. Let's build something life-changing.